inviting me. I'm called Richard Gulme. I'm the RCC of Jinja City. This was my first time because I'm aware that this country called Uganda now, the majority of the citizens are younger people. We have a population of 46 million, but out of the 46 million, 51% are below 17 years below. Which means we have the youngest population almost in the whole world as a country. And therefore need to constantly give guidance to the younger people for the betterment of their future. I want to thank the organizers of this course. You have done a very wonderful job for these people. I want to thank the principal for accepting this course in your institution. It's on record now that wherever we have had patriotism courses, many things have changed. Right from discipline to even the general outlook of the students. We no longer have strikes in schools. We no longer have strikes which destroy property of schools and also disrupt the continuity of our younger people when they are doing their studies. It's out of patriotism that young people have started realizing that they have a future and their future is in their hands. Nurses and midwives. In the future, you are going to handle lives, saving lives. And that's one of the calling from God. It's only you in the health sector who can be called to save life. So when you, after your course, don't say you're only going to look for a job, but you'll be called to save lives. You'll be called as a midwife, of course, to attend those in labor who are going to produce. You'll be bringing new lives to the world. Right from now, I want you to take it from me that you are a real asset in our society and regard yourself that way. Try to avoid anything which will disrupt you from continuity. You may have started from the certificate level, but I'm aware the sky is the limit if you decide to pursue those goals and those dreams you have. I've been talking to many students, especially who are going through this process. There's a normal statement I want to leave to the students I talk to. And I want you to repeat after me. The future lies in my hands. The future lies in my hands. Therefore, your future, you are holding it in your hands. You can say it straight away or to uplift it. You only do that by doing and committing yourself to do what's best for that particular time. Even the Bible says that everything has its own time. So your time here to study, to make sure that you excel, and to make sure that you achieve your goals. Your tutors have given you the opportunity, and even your parents. But sometimes we abuse those opportunities as young people. I want to encourage you and request you that do what is supposed to be done in the right time. There's time for everything. People now, but in the next 25 years, we shall be 100 million. 100 million people. By 2050, we shall be 100 million Ugandans. If the competition is as stiff as this now, what will happen in the next 25 years, or 20 years to come, or 15 years to come? You can only equip yourself by studying hard. You get your qualification so that you can fit in the illustration. In the next few years, very few people will have an opportunity in this country if you have not studied, if you are not going to school. We will have very few people. So everything is changing very, very fast, and we must catch up with that speed of the journey. But I'm aware of many of those who started like you are now very, very powerful people in this country. I'm aware. So try to listen to the guidance of your leaders, the guidance of your principal and others. You achieve your dream. All of you are voters. Am I right? Yes, sir. Am I right? Yes, sir. By 1980, we are around 1986. All of you are not there. But this country had many challenges. You know, I hear people say NRM have been around for a long time. We are really working on recovery programs, recovery and the stability of this country. Now we have people saying this country, and without peace you cannot really, nothing can progress. That stability alone can make you be a student in nursing institution like this one. That stability alone can allow you to do your business. That stability. Could this happen? When I tell my children that we used to line up, but these days when you see the army officer coming, you want to go to him and even shake hands with him. From the community. One army man will come on the village and everybody runs to the bush. Say, aha.
the organizers of this function and the commanders that have trained our fellow students to witness the activities and the skills that they have only attained in 1 week. We are very grateful. We are much grateful for the facilitation and your endeavors that you have put in to make this day colorful. Thank you so much. To our invited guests, thank you so much for honoring the invitation. Everybody was waiting and all the attention is now for you. We are very much honored that you have honored the invitation. Thank you so much, madam. It is not easy for the endeavors that you have put in, that you have crossed all of the skills that you have been taught in only those few days. But we have witnessed and everybody is wondering how you have captured everything. And it is an encouragement that everything that you have been taught, put it in practice, remain disciplined, practice the patience, advocate for peace, such that we can have good people and Ugandans. As Guilty Council, we wish everybody
patriotism is promoted and these young ones are really taken through such a wonderful course. We cannot take it for granted because through this patriotism we see a lot of changes. We can have a lot of changes, and us as an institution we benefit because once these young ones get the education, get the teachings that they had since Monday, I think a lot has changed in them. And you see our dear chief guest, these people since morning are in the same field, no lunch, no what, they are still there waiting for you. So we thank our dear principal. She has been supportive.
In the name of the Almighty. My name is Ruango Madina. I am a principal officer in charge of higher institutions of learning at the National Secretariat for Patriotism. Our dear chief guest, Madam Commissioner, our commander UB40, the one who leads all the youth under 40 years in Uganda, HELLEN SEKU, the young blood and Commissioner NSPC, whose stewardship we are open. We address her as FOFES because her level of operation and heart towards service are really extraordinary. We are glad that you are here today, Madam Commissioner. It's my pleasure and indeed humble honor to have been part of this training and to eventually harness the opportunity to also join you as you come to the end of this wonderful training. My appreciation goes to the principal, Ms. Molabiza Mebo, and the entire school administration for being supportive to the cause. Madam Commissioner, we have trained 433 participants and they have been a very wonderful class. Can we clap for ourselves? Without going any further, the schools and institutions was initiated by President of the Republic of Uganda, who is also the chief patron of patriotism clubs in Uganda. In secondary and post-secondary schools, mainly to inculcate norms and values of patriotism in students and youth of this mighty country, Uganda. Patriotism development trainings transform the youth through acquisition of knowledge, new skills, competences, and attitudes, which include inculcating a conscious sense of livelihood, tolerance, enables one to cope up with this competitive world, focuses on hard work, academic excellency, and exposes the young people so that they can make informed decisions. It also enables you to play an active role in the development of the society. Education is therefore aimed to act as the bridge in our journey to socio-economic transformation. The word ideology, ladies and gentlemen, comes from the word ideas, and therefore it is necessary that we forge a common ideology, because ideas shape our nation. When ideas are bad, ladies and gentlemen, even our actions will be bad, and vice versa. To you, the young patriots that are passing out today, I am happy to report that for the 6 days you have been here and trained, you have been good listeners and have taken note of all the values taught to you by your instructors and facilitators. Some of these values are being loyal to Uganda. As we speak now, this must be deeply ingrained in your hearts and minds. Love for oneself, others, and Uganda as a whole. To cherish and seek knowledge, honesty, accountability, to be non-sectarian and awareness of national symbols, to seek Pan-Africanism, hence recognizing that Africa is the cradle of human civilization, blessed with plenty of resources, and every other thing is here with us in Uganda. You have learned to seek cultural heritage and family values, because family is the basic unit of society and a small organization that we are all proud of. You have learned. And finally, I am sure that you are now disciplined citizens of Uganda, and wish to commend you, the gallant students of Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. Asante sana. This training is knowledge for life and survival skills. The knowledge and skills you have acquired should enable you to be mentally alert and well-disciplined. I am happy, Madam Commissioner, to report that emphasis has been putting on conscious discipline as opposed to mechanical discipline in this training. The training topics have been facilitated by both NSPC facilitators and external facilitators, among who were Brigadier General Henry Isoki of Anti-Corruption State House, Captain Charles Mukuye, Mr. JJ Bakalikwida, the Commissioner of National Guidance, Major Emoit, Mr. Zakayo, and many others. The participants have been taken through the topics below: introduction to patriotism and core values, introduction to ways of thinking, constitutionalism and rule of law, political economy, financial literacy, democratization, the role of ideology in schools and institutions, transformative discipline and methods of work, patriotism for national building, and many others. Our pride as the Secretariat, 600 of the young people in between the age of 18 to 30 get infected with HIV in 7 days. And you can only avoid to be part of this number if you love yourself enough, attach value to yourself. That is the only way we can all say no to HIV. All items of treasure, young people, are hidden. For example, one has to dig extremely very many feet under the ground to find the gold. So let's try to be decent. Let's try to be decent, and like we agreed in our training, not to cut our uniforms short as responsible nonsense. Are we together? Yes. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni launched at Kitebi Esses for us to start planting fruit trees. Let's start now to avoid the situation of schools closing because of too much heat, like it happened to our sister country in East Africa some time back. I wish to congratulate you all.
National Secretariat for Patriotism, Permanent Secretary, Youth Affairs, State House, Mulabiza Mebra Kisembo, I'm the principal of this MENTAIN institution. Centers and instructors for training. I think the ones that have been put in Jinja are the best. Thank you very much, Madam Commissioner. That I know are underway, coming. Madam Commissioner, before us here is the mighty staff of Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery, whom I request to come in front here for recognition. Staff of Jinja Nursing, please.
I'm known by name Zekajanga Stephen, by the grace of the God, I'm the accountant of the school.
I'm Mobalia here, Head Procurement and Disposal Unit.
I'm Nakagwa Mary, Edifred Tutor.
Soba Andrew, Nance Tutor.
I'm Natalia Farida, the Procurement Officer.
Good evening, Teresa.
I'm Dodo Zaina, the librarian.
I'm Chinere Medwin, Head of Security and Estates.
So this is the great staff that we are working with. The stage of the program, you can go back and see. Maybe at an opportune moment, at least we shall have a photo with you. You've inspired us, especially me. We called you, I think on Thursday you are in our patch. Today you're in Jinja. Again, from communication of the regional coordinator, you're going to have a meeting with the regional coordinator for patriotism. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to learn from the commissioner. All that hard work is because she wants to make this country better. May God bless you more. Before you is a written speech that I'm going to read it verbatim. Our chief guest is a great honor and privilege to stand before you today this memorable occasion of passing out of 433 patriots, cadets, trained at Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. It's yet another milestone in the setting of our institution as we celebrate the successful completion of the patriotism training of our new nurses and midwives. And with no doubt, Madam Chief Guest, the program has deeply enriched our learners, shaping them into responsible, disciplined patriot citizens, ready to serve our nation with integrity. Maybe for more information, Madam Commissioner, these are among the few lucky students who were able to join Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. There are very many students who did interviews, but just a drop in the ocean succeeded to join Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. Congratulations. Madam Commissioner, allow me briefly share the history of Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. This institution you're seeing here today started earlier back in 1954 as a center of training general nurses and midwives, and over time it has developed into one of the leading health training institutions in the country, offering diplomas in nursing, midwifery, pediatric, and nursing. Where are the nurses? Certificate in nursing, where are you? Certificate in midwifery, where are you? Diploma in nursing, diploma in midwifery, and degree in nursing. That's how rich we are. And also what makes Jinja nursing unique. It is the only institution that trains pediatric nurses in the country. So if we are to get any nurse who treats children under 5 years, that person must be trained from Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. And we are proud of that. Madam Chief Guest and other guests, the school has a vision of fountain of health professional training, research and innovations in Africa. We didn't see anybody who measured our standard in Uganda, neither in East Africa, but we want to be the best in Africa. And if guess we are moving the talk, as we move on we shall confirm. Then our mission is to produce competent health professions that meet national and international standards through training, research, and innovation in partnership with the stakeholders. And I'm happy to report that you are among the stakeholders that we are having this afternoon. And I pray, today you come to pass out these students for patriotism. I request you get another day to come and know more about Jinja Nursing. It is a place worth knowing. We have a lot of gold inside here. We are producing a very big number of quality nurses and midwives. And for us, we feel we are contributing to the Vision 2040. It is with great pride that we announce that for the last 2 consecutive years, 2023 and 2024 Commissioner, Jinja Nursing was awarded as the best training institution in Uganda. 2023, the best one we've already been invited, identified as the best training institution of the year. 2025. It's not an easy achievement to get. So on 27th of November, we shall start Serena Hotel to be given an award. I can't wait for that day. These recognitions, Commissioner, are testimony to the commitment of our staff, Jinja Nursing, then the students, discipline and unwavering support from the government through Ministry of Education and Sports.
This country, and without peace you cannot really, nothing can progress.
For the support they are giving us to see that we train the quality nurses and midwives. On the behalf of the management and students community chief guests, I wish to extend our deepest appreciation to the Excellency, the President of Uganda, Mr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for his visionary leadership and initiating patriotism program in health training institutions through the National Secretariat for Patriotism, particularly as Jinja Nursing. I'm appreciative because when we train these learners in patriotism, in these clinical cases do reduce. So I want you to take our appreciation to His Excellency the President. We can extend our heartfelt appreciation to Honorable Mama Janet Kataka Museveni, the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, for her tireless efforts in the health training institutions. Chief Guest, through her stewardship, the education sector, particularly health training institutions, has witnessed tremendous improvement. Ever since she became the Minister of Education and Sports, there is a lot of achievement that has been seen going on with health training institutions. Among them, that glittering building was constructed with money from Ministry of Education and Sports, though the school started with the foundation. After completing the foundation, the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Education, through the leadership of the First Lady, we are able to complete this glittering building that we are going to commission on the 7th of November as we graduate. Chief Guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are specifically grateful for the newly constructed storage block, that this one that I've been talking about. It has changed the face of Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery, and it has not left us the same. Take our appreciation to those who are planning for us. Our chief guests and your dedicated team, we thank you sincerely for the leadership, for making patriotism training a reality in learning institutions. Amidst your busy schedules, you save time for these institutions to see that patriotism is done in most of the institutions. Institutions that have requested for this training, none has been disappointed. I remember there was one in Masaka. The deputy principal of Masaka is here to acknowledge that. I think there was one in Igulu, and all these requests have never been turned down. Thank you very much, our chief guest. But a moral foundation for national service. Chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, as nurses and midwives, yet to serve in hospital settings and communities across Uganda, it is essential that they carry medical skills with the heart of patriots who love their country, respect authority, and work tirelessly for their well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, many times in school here we teach three things. We teach knowledge, we teach skills, and attitude. But attitude is the one at the topmost. Somebody can have skills and knowledge, but because of the bad attitude, will not be able to pass on to them. So I'm seeing the patriotism as one of the ways of how we can improve the attitude of learners. And the virtues of discipline, teamwork, respect, time management, and service above self. We are the Rotarians. It is the Rotarians who serve beyond self. We want to get that in health training, to see that we serve the nation. A patriot nurse or midwife is not simply a health worker, but a national builder contributing to peace, unity, and economic development. Madam Chief Guest, allow me to recognize and appreciate the camp commander, Sir Zarango Madina. We are to all the patriotism instructors and facilitators. We thank you for sacrifice, patience, dedication. Chief Guest, these people have been coming here at 6 when we are still home. You can imagine all what has been transpired here is for 5 days. So I feel there was a lot of effort put by the facilitator to see that we achieve this. Thank you very much. In all health training institutions in the country, as we handle the other part of the skills and knowledge, let's also embrace the issue of attitude to see that these learners do what is expected of them. Then the government continue supporting infrastructure improvement as one way of lifting up the image of the country we are serving. Then all institutions to prioritize values alongside academic excellence to build moral pride and patriotic workforce. I want to repeat, however much we take a lot of time on knowledge and skills, and whenever somebody can go and open Google and learn the knowledge, but there is no way you can go and read and learn attitude. Attitude is inculcated like in what we are seeing today. In conclusion, our Chief Guest, I wish to sincerely thank everyone who has made this training and ceremony a success. The National Secretariat for Patriotism, Sarah Zarango Madina, the training coordinator, our dear instructors, I cannot get tired of talking about you, invited guests, administration, staff, and students of this mighty institution. Passed out to students. Remember, patriotism is not just uniform you're putting on, but it's a lifestyle to live. I don't expect to see any of you in the disciplinary committee. We have a disciplinary committee. How many of you have ever visited it? These people are 2 months old here. But if you ask the old ones about the disciplinary committee, they know what it means. So I don't expect to see any of you in the disciplinary committee. So make sure you follow the rules and regulations. It's not a good place to be in, as you hear the word. Chief Guests serve Uganda faithfully, love their profession, they love the country and uphold the values of discipline, humility, integrity, wherever they are going to serve in this country and abroad. May God bless Jinja School of Nursing and Midwifery. We've already started the journey. And it is the president who started it in Jinja Nursing in 2014. He's the one who planted that over HELLEN. And it has very, very good fruits. We planted it when we are celebrating 60 years of excellence. And we've protected that tree every minute because it is something to remember about the President of the Republic of Uganda. We also have fruits, mangoes everywhere. So I think we've already started moving the talk.
You know, as the youth, we are unruly, so you have to put in right. I don't want to talk to people who look like they are sick. I mean, Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, and on my own behalf, allow me to thank this great institution for giving us this opportunity. It's an honor. For the very first time that I'm in the Busoga, I bring you warm greetings from the senior patriots, that is none other than His Excellency and the deputy senior patriots, that is none other than Jajam Chala, Mama Janet Kataham Seven, Minister of Education. They send you their warm greetings and they love you very much. Thank you. I'll also take back the feedback. They already told you the nominator, the nominating the president. During the national tours for PDA, I was the chief program coordinator in charge of welfare administration countrywide. But all that is because of patriotism. If I read my speech, I want to share with you the test Feb 2009 was launched by His Excellency. I was in senior 6. Yes. So when they were taking the first senior 6 vacancy training in Buko, Kapchorwa, we were among the very few who were appointed. Myself, including Comrade Lieutenant Alan Kunya, including Ndugu RBC Kamuli, Muna Tuliwo. It's a strategic positioning. We were training in Uganda, including Ndugu RBC there. So all these people are trained people. You cannot train, excel well and be a failure, no. We have, who knows the Deputy Chief Justice of Uganda? Deputy Chief Justice, we trained with him together, we were eating posho together on the beans. That is none other than His Lordship, Dr. Jinja Flavian. We trained together, so you can see one is the Deputy Chief Justice, the other is a big man in Air Force, the other is a big RDC. I am a big commissioner in charge of the candidate. And not only those ones, actually countrywide, we have RDCs. We have commissioners, the former principal for this institution. We train with her also. All teachers in this country are trained. You can see our coordinators. Chiziram standing abanoona tubawaire RDC mukisanda kino. Nino protecting against ng'abafena abali mu kintu. Kino ekyo. Kutima mugwawa. Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, and on my own behalf, allow me to once again take this opportunity to thank everyone who has put in their effort to ensure that this day becomes a success. Madam Principal, I cannot thank you enough. You're one in a million, very unique in character, just as unique as you. And I thank you for ensuring that this great ceremony of passing out the nurses and midwifery students has become a success today. I want to further thank institutions become stubborn, but with Jinja nursing, we feel at home, we feel the environment is very unique, and we shall keep coming. Actually, Busoga, I am not going to leave Busoga. I must visit Busoga every month. They have invested well because they are giving the students an all-round modeling. The Bible tells us that man does not live by bread alone, but every word that comes from the mouth of God. That is Matthew 4:4. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the regional coordinator and all the district coordinators of Busoga for ensuring that patriotism is felt everywhere. You are team winning. I commend you for the good job done, and please keep up the spirit. I want also to thank Comrade Zala Medina and the entire team that has been here for ensuring that everything runs smoothly. I now take this opportunity to focus on the participants, ourselves. Today you're the participants because you're the one completing this training and you're being passed out today. It's a great honor. As you all know, nursing is the action of caring for the sick people, promoting good health in the community and preventing illness within the community, and midwives, helping mothers to bring forth their children at the time of giving birth. In order to carry out these functions, a nurse and a midwife must ethically be responsible as a person. This is where patriotism training plays a key role. Under Article 17 of the Constitution, it says that every Ugandan, it says every Ugandan shall be patriotic. Meaning it is very compulsory. Patriotism is not optional. We are all supposed to be patriotic. Even Objective 29 of the national objectives, it says we must be loyal and patriotic to our country. We don't have any other Uganda. If a Mzungu was very far, can come and say, the Pearl of Africa. And how can a Mzungu came, how many kilometers away say he has discovered the source of the Nile? What about the Basoga who are living there? So we have to be patriotic today and enough than never before to love our country, love ourselves, love our environment, and love your neighbors well. I mean, we have it all. God has blessed us with fresh water, fresh environment. You can just feel the atmosphere. That you have already seen for yourselves that patriotism training inculcates the spirit of love and serving the country. As well, it is in your anthem, the nurses. I normally challenge you. The other day I heard that you people strike. How? How can a nurse strike? You people, you say you treat and God heals, that is one. Your anthem says you have been chosen to be nurses, to love and serve. I mean, how can a God-chosen person strike? Even in school here, how do you strike? Now you people have undergone patriotism training, you're paramilitary. Madam Principal, when they strike, just forward us the list. We shall take them to Ruzira and charge them in the martial court. Because these are now soldiers, paramilitary. You cannot abuse that uniform and you cannot abuse its ethics. You know, when you nurses strike, people end up losing lives. So you say you have been chosen to love and serve, chosen by God. Come on. Meaning you're supposed to be on duty 24/7. And you're supposed to be patriotic enough and a volunteer. I started as a volunteer at the Patriotism Secretariat, but now, 15 years down the road, I'm the commissioner in the same office. Don't joke with the power of a volunteer. So when there's an opportunity for you, nurse, don't wait to be paid. Go and volunteer. In patriotism, one of our core values says, actually, our creeds that we recite, that I serve Uganda. That is where our ideology meets with the Rotary. The Rotarians said they serve above self. Even us Ugandans serve above self. Thursday was in Yapach, Friday was in Lila to Dam here, and tomorrow I'm going to Arua. Service above self. You should stop having self-pity. Me, for me, I'm sick, I'm this. No. Give your whole self to serve the people. Like that Florence says. Yes, why can't you emulate such examples? Why would nurses fail to treat people because of salary? And then you leave masses to die. I believe you people have undergone this training, you shall not strike again. Neither in the school or in the hospitals where you will be deployed. In fact, I think I should suggest to the President that everyone who undergoes this training should first get a UPDF number before proceeding. Because in the army, there's no striking. And now you people have risked to put on that uniform just there. They are striking this institution. You will go to court martial because you're soldiers. We don't tolerate any level of strikes because the patriots must not strike. Are we together? Yes, sir. Are we together? Yes, sir. So collaborate what you have learned and care for one another. These skills which you have learned today, keep them positive and motivated even when you work long day hours. I was telling you that yesterday I came from Lila. And even in the morning action, that has been a very big factor for you to say, for us, if I was over, no. Get out of that cage of Ifabasoga and think about Ugandans. What have you done for Uganda? You as Viola Esther. What have you done to your community to add value? The love, that devotion for your country. I have seen it in other countries. 1, 2, 3 things they say. For us, the Nigerians, for us, the Kenyans, even us Ugandans, we need to move in that case. We, the Ugandans, leaving our tribes aside. Are we together? Yes, sir. Very good. And who knows the patriotism prayer? Anyone who knows the come and pray for. This exercise has been good, so keep up the pace of waking up at 4 a.m., run around to keep yourself physically fit, mentally fit. You have to be a patriot who's hardworking, who loves to work. Even the Bible is clear that a man who does not work shall not eat. So it started all the way from the Bible that Christians believe in. Are we together? Yes, sir. And hard work pays. You never know. Through that hard work you will end up, but don't front money. They say failure of dances, you find them in the graves. We want to reduce the number of graves. We want people to have a long lifespan. So avoid dances. As our prayer goes. You may find challenges, yes, but press on as a patriot. Your thinking should be different. Your ideology should be different from others. When His Excellency was launching patriotism, he wrote a book. And he made a statement in this book that I want to read verbatim, that love for Uganda must ensure that we are democratic, hardworking, and recognize the supremacy of the masses. So, every day, make sure you have done something for your community, for yourself, for your neighbor, and your environment. I want to thank you because I've seen you very smart, you're really nonsense. First, medication should be a smile. You know, smiling is medicine. Even when you find a patient who's mending with 1 second to die, give him hope. Tell the patient with a great smile. You see how they told us to smile in now? That make sure I smile at the distance should know that all is well in Uganda, and indeed all is well. Security guru guru. I mean, we have the clear roads. Yesterday it took us only about 4 or 3 hours to drive from Lira to Kampala because of the clear roads, carpet. So, as patriots, we have to do teamwork, and we have to think about our country. We don't have any other Uganda. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, sir. We have to love this country, serve this country, and be patriotic enough. Positive attitude towards work so that you alleviate suffering from the people around you. I therefore look forward to receiving good reports about you, and I don't want to ever hear a report that Jinja nursing has striked. Jesus, you're a first world #1 class nursing college. How do you strike? Everyone knows you for good morals and ethics. It is very saddening to hear that you striked. Every institution has got what we call rules and regulations. If the person you want to vote as a guild president does not have the qualifications, we shouldn't force it. So that's how we end up voting for wrong patterns. Vote wisely, even come 2026. We don't want to hear evidences of strike. How? It is criminal in nature, and you shall go to jail for striking, for embarrassing this great institution. We shall help the principal. She's not in the fight alone. We are together with her. We are team no sleep. So you strike at your own risk. When you're later deployed, after completion of the course, into practice, keep positive and motivated with further support from your career development. As young people, I urge you to live the spirit of patriotism by ensuring that you remember the core values at all times. Living the core values of patriotism will open doors to various opportunities for your life. I've just given you the example of your whole Deputy Chief Justice, Ndugu Alan. Didn't we eat posho with him together? We could even sometimes dodge morning run because the training was very long, 6 months. But here we are, a world Deputy Chief Justice, a product of patriotism. Ndugu Aradisa Adonia. We were grilled together, but here we are. So don't joke with this training. You never know you're the next principal of this school of nursing. You're the next commissioner, you're the next prime minister, you're the next permanent secretary, Minister of Health. Are we together? Yes, sir. You should be proud to be a nurse and practice what you are. For me, I'm a lawyer by profession. I am very proud to be a lawyer. And for us, the lawyers say, in the world, there are only 2 classes of people, the lawyers and others. So you're either lawyer or others. Now you nurses should also find a formula of keeping yourselves relevant. You see, as the lawyers, when the lawyer is passing, you feel that the lawyer is passing. Now for you nurses, how do you feel your presence? Yes. I am a lawyer and an advocate of the High Court. I have a master's in law. I have a legal diploma practice in law. I have a master's in international humanitarian law. I have a master's in institutional management and good leadership. And January I'm beginning a PhD. I want to be the youngest professor in this country. You're joking. Judge has given us a chance to study. Don't stop on certificates and go posing around. When us we are sleeping on books, my friend. You should study hard. Don't stop where you are. The sky is no longer the limit. Are we together? Beginning with your dress code as a nurse, how do you dress? We don't want fine nurses who put on skimpy skirts, they give a decent uniform, you go and cut it, make it a kachupa. Then the men, you want you a nurse and you put him on a balance. Do you know why those people wear those balanced trousers? They are homosexuals. And since they are sodomized, they cannot manage to put the trouser up. So they have to put a pump, a big pumper inside, and then they move as if they have springs in their legs. Because behind there is just warning. Any minute it can. So we want nurses to live ethically as a nurse. Why would a nurse create this, I don't know what, hey, you cover one, and then you keep treating the patient, you're doing like this. What if you inject a patient in the wrong way? You have covered one eye, then you have put so many colors on the face, purple, pink, yellow, green. Please, be yourself, be natural. Ate black tutunda. Aba black amefabali. Omukazimba wa black aba mulungi n'omutima. N'omwerunga mwerunga bya natural. Ayitibira okwetako wano kupapoko di which colors watimbatimba amaiso. Please, be yourself. But abantu balina ebizibu byaibwe. Bw'otaba color red, it has an indicator. It means there is a problem somewhere. I will copy wrong things. We should copy the right things. Emulate your senior nurses. The ones who started this nursing. They were very patriotic, so you should do the same. Are you a nurse? You're just hurrying to die. And I trust that your tutors are guiding you in matters regarding your own health. Issues of HIV are serious. HIV/AIDS has no sugar. So sugar daddies shouldn't come around from Jinja town and they say, please come, I take you out, I'm going to buy you a Harrier. They will buy you a Harrier, but they are hurrying you to die. Soak up yourself, tighten those zippers. It is very nice for your man to find when you know, first time, you're still intact. But if we are to bring a thermometer here that measures that, let me stop there. See, even these people sell dinners. They found it important that these people buy jaribu, they want to say jaribu, they don't buy. So, they found it important to seal the dinners. So you either buy or leave. And you know when the dinners are sealed, they are attractive. But when they are just open, I mean, what is new? So, tighten those mukutegeire. Tujakola mu ladies talk family. Waliwo abasaga kankomawo. Be proud of our African tradition, heritage and culture. Do not call them analog and backward. They are the foundation on which our core values stand. Respect yourself and learn to respect one another. Be the role model in your community so that you inspire other young people. For me in my village, even when I go now, everyone wants to be a commissioner. Because of me, I am a young person. Do you know going for a world conference and you reach in the panel and you find the other people who are really tired and the other senior youth, they are tired and worn out and you know, I was the youngest commissioner on the panel. I said, what a pleasure. And I thank His Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for giving me that opportunity. Who said you cannot be a commissioner? And who said that from here you can't be one? Who says from here you can't be permanent secretary and Minister of Health or director, Jinja Referral Hospital? You can be what you want to be as long as you align yourself, you become ideologically clear, love your books, academics. So we should love knowledge. How many of you read a book every day? You're a midwife. Help this person, a first-time mother. Then you're very rough, yet you're a midwife. Show some compassion. Show some love. Are we together? Yes, sir. Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also use this opportunity to appreciate the resident this city commission of Jinja City and the local government leader throughout Jinja. And also, I thank the patriotism coordinators of Busoga as a team. They have done some tremendous work. At least Busoga has been an example, even on our forums. Everyone knows that Busoga is impossible compared to none. This team, abatiba logo kabali unlogable. Atenga bali nsobokebo. Bakolebere abandi. Atena abasoka then others copy. So I want us to join that great team, give them the support. Our dear patriots, as the responsible citizens of this country, I wish to remind you that the electoral process for our country has already begun and the general elections will take place early next year. You as citizens are expected to exercise your rights. Under Article 59 of the Constitution says everyone above 18 years has a right to do what? To vote. You shouldn't vote for wrong people. We should vote for the wise people. This book says nobody should ever cheat in elections, use money, goods to corrupt voters. Then our country will be very stable and accountable. Nobody should ever tell lies on the radio or in newspapers, say what you mean and mean what you say. For me, I always tell people, I am very principled. When I say A, I mean it. I don't like these banners. So that when the time comes for you to participate in the exercise, it finds you ready. Your vote counts to make the candidate of your choice win. So make good use of your votes as responsible citizens and keep the vote. So, young people, fellow patriots, I request you and I say, come 2026 January, Tokola? Yeah. Tokola eh? Yeah. Yosanga Baskola Chief? YK what? Is the only candidate what? Unopposed, insobokebo, unlogable. Amelijako yagwa. You people, I always tell the fellow young people, what can Bobi Wine do for this country? Or what can opposition do? The ones who are saying they are poor, Uganda is bad, they have accumulated a lot of wealth in this country. We have clear roads. Are you seeing any potholes in these roads? You can see the Jinja bridge, very shining. I didn't know how Uganda looks like. By the way, Abasoga belongs. He contributed greatly to the society. We have peace in this country. Who brought the peace? Very good. So His Excellency Museveni, meaning we should keep the peace by voting His Excellency Museveni once again. In Parliament, including the President Rastafarians, the patients come in the hospital and then you tell them, is the only one with a clear ideology. Imagine, there's what we call ideology versus biology. Judges by biology is the senior youth, but ideology is the youth, very clear. But imagine the other people. We don't want to have people who are lazy. Lazy mind is the devil's workshop. Even our mothers, these things of saying single mother, what about it? Even a single mother can work better than the one who has the money and the sweetheart and the side issues, just living a cage of misery. Our mothers have been given 15% on the PDM money, meaning in the 3 years' time, the government has spent 741 billion on mothers. So our single mothers, we should encourage them to vote His Excellency and take that money and put it to good use. Are we together? Yes. Move at the same place. No, it's all. Madam Member Mulimulekere, Ingamuli.com, no. I know what to talk. I want to thank the patriotic leadership. The patriots are there, the leaders. Go to get gatekeepers, cooks, I mean, we used to go for monitoring and you find uniforms are being misused. So we shall give, knowing that the uniforms will be under RDC's office, so that any school that wants to train, they pick from there. But sometimes at headquarters we have them only that one of us pick up, they train every day, and we even forget that the uniforms are in the store. By the time you remember, everyone arrives to take uniforms. They have passed out 20 schools by the team impossible, but we shall provide. There was a friend of mine called Viola Esther. Viola Esther, where are you? We shall give you, kindly always take good records of them. When we give you a call, because we give them different tasks, we know they have the lab and care, and all nurses, keep good records. Now we know that the quality nurses come from Jinja, School of Nursing and Midwifery. We shall always call upon you. The ones who have Jinja, ideologically clear, and the men are, you know, these men marry the ladies. So if the ladies are spab and the men are being wasted, they are homosexuals, they are very desperate, full of drugs, beggars in town, they are beating people with utalimba. I mean, we want to have nurses, the men, who are also aligned with order.
A commissioner! A giving
as one of the patriots who endured most, a declaration please come forward as a patriot. I say leave the gun and go faster. Hurry, in the interest of Tend of joy.
What was the Mongaloli?
Okay, next, Carissa Esther. Maragusta Carissa Esther. Next, Sekaja Jonah. Sekaja Jonah, leadership. Yes.
You look here.
Emwelo Abdul. Tiko Latifa, Price